Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to discuss about the key elements of a research proposal, that is quantitative design. Here you guys you can see that what are the main types of quantitative approaches to research. Here you can see that it is easier to understand the different types of quantitative research designs if you consider how the researcher designs for control of the variables in the investigation. And here you can see that if the researcher views quantitative design as a continuum, one end of the range represents a design where the variables are not controlled at all and only observed. Connections amongst variables are only described at the end of the spectrum. However, are designs which include a very close control of variables and relationships amongst the variables are clearly established in the middle, with experiment design moving from one type to the other is a range which blends those two extremes together. And here you can see that there are four main types of quantitative research, that is descriptive, correlational, casual comparative, and experimental research. And here you can see that first of all we'll discuss about that what is descriptive research. Here you can see that seeks to descriptive research is seeks to describe the current status of an identified variable. These research projects are designed to provide systematic information about a phenomenon. The researcher does not usually begin with a hypothesis, but is likely to develop a one after collecting data. The analysis and synthesis of the data provide the test of the hypothesis. Systematic collection of information requires careful selection of the units studied and careful measurement of each variable. Here you can see that examples of descriptive research are as follows. A description of how second grade students spend their time during summer vacation. And at the second number, you can see that a description of the tobacco use habits of teenagers. And the third point, you can see that a description of how parents feel about the 12-month school year, etc. And next we'll discuss about that what is correlational research. Yes guys, correlation research attempts to determine the extent of a relationship between two or more variables using statistical data. In this type of design, relationships between and among a number of facts are sought and interpreted. This type of research will recognize trends and patterns in data, but it does not go so far in its analysis to provide causes for these observed patterns. These are the two types, and next you can see that what is casual comparative research. In casual comparative research, attempts to establish cause efforts relationships among the variables. These types of designs are very similar to true experiments but with some key differences. An independent variable is identified but not manipulated by the experimenter, and effects of the independent variable of the dependent variable are measured. And next you can see that what is experimental research. Experimental research, often called true experimentation, uses a scientific method to establish the cause effect relationship among a group of variables that make up study. Yes guys, a true experiment is often thought of as a laboratory study, but this is not always the case. A laboratory setting has nothing to do with it. A true experiment is any study where an effort is made to identify and impose control over all other variables except one, and etc. And what are the examples of experimental research? You can see that effect of a new treatment plan or breast cancer, the effect of positive reinforcement on attitude towards school, the effect of teaching with the cooperative group strategy or a traditional lecture approach on students' achievement, etc. And next, you can see that what is a basic methodology for a quantitative research design. The overall structure for a quantitative design based in the scientific method. It uses deductive reasoning, where the researcher from an hypothesis collects data in an investigation of the problem and then uses the data from the investigation. After analysis is made and conclusions are shared to provide the hypothesis not false or false. The basic procedure for a quantitative design is as follows. Here you can see that at first number you can see that make your observations about something that is unknown and explained or new, investigate current theory and surrounding your problem or issue. At the second number, hypothesis and explanation for those observations, etc. Okay guys, these are the explanation of key elements of research proposal, quantitative design. I hope that you guys are enjoy with my video. Thank you so much for watching my video.